like I used to get offended by it, and I used to really be upset by it, and now like and don't use this as like a springboard to make ginger jokes because I know you guys will. But now I honestly don't care as much. I'll be like, oh, you're funny,
All right.
real original,
Yeah, but
original.
follow-up question: did you ever find the gold at the end of the rainbow, or? No. All right.
Yeah, I did actually. You want some?
Welcome to episode 15 of the DMT show. My name is Ari.
My name's Ashok.
My name is Andy. And my name is Jason. Today, in episode 15, we are once again joined by a very special guest, one that even the viewers themselves may not have seen in the intro, maybe, if they pay close attention.
Yeah.
Our guest, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Zach. I go to Syosset High School, like our host here. I'm a big basketball fan, big football fan, big sports fan in general, so big video games fan, and I'm excited to be here.
All right.
Thank you. We're like appreciative of having you. Yeah. So, you already talked about being in love with video games and basketball, and we're going to talk about a few of those things like when we have you on the show. But the first thing is video games. You and Andy both, and me if you want to count it, and Ashok if you want to count it, are part of an esports club that we have in the school.
Yeah.
And you're the president of that. So what's that like, and how is it maintaining your academic life outside of that too?
When I first joined the club, it was the first year that the club was founded, and I never thought I'd be in a position where I'd be the president of a club, especially a club that is as big as it is. We started the year, first meeting, we had about 60 members, I think even more than that, which was, awesome to see that we have a big community. And I think that it's more than just the video games. And I think it's more about what the community is, a community of people who are like-minded, who can come together and, just have fun, whether that's in competition, which we've been very successful in. Over the past few years, we've had many playoff berths, from numerous different competitions, several championships. We've been, on the floor of a big tournament at Molloy College, where we won an Overwatch tournament. So, we've.
What's going on?
The reason why I'm laughing is because I saw Ashok smiling before, and I just couldn't stop laughing after that, bro. I'm sorry, my bad.
All right, keep going.
Keep going, please.
Jason's being a little rude, but all right.
So, what is this, Jason?
Oh no,
What?
Jason.
He's also
What is
laughing
this?
at
Come on,
me.
man.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
No, you're good. So we've seen a lot of success over the years, and tournaments at Molloy College where we've been on the floor, been in major newspapers, and besides that, we just have a good time, playing video games, doing meetings. We've done last year we did one Jeopardy game, which I think Andy you won.
No,
Jason won that. Jason won that.
I lost to so we scored the same amount of points, we tied, and then I lost in a rock paper scissors.
Yeah, it was pretty tragic. So no, we honestly I think that what it's been for me, it's been a really great experience to learn. I mean, beyond video games, how interactions with people work, and I think that's very intriguing. How working as a team in the game, watching live streams that have been done of big events, and I've learned a lot about myself. I met a ton of great friends, met a bunch of you guys from there. A lot of my friends in school are from that, and I'm nothing but blessed to have been a part of it, and I'm having a great time this year.
So Zach, what exactly is your video game? Because I know Andy is there's different branches, right? Because some people play Fortnite, some people play Smash, like Andy. What's yours?
So when I was younger, I was a big Wii player, Mario Kart, other games like that. And then Yeah, and then I remember I got a PS4, and then I think Madden 17, and that's when I started playing video games like a lot, where I'd play like every single night. I was obviously a big player before, but that's when I really started getting into it more and more. And for a while, my main games were just sports games. In the past few years, I've kind of branched out. Played the recent Assassin's Creed games. Big fan of those. And then the pandemic hit, and that's when I really found my game. So me and a few friends, we would consistently play Fortnite every night during the pandemic, virtually every single night. So that really became my game.
Fortnite had a bit of a revival recently, right? Like I feel like
it did.
Came back into mainstream a little.
Yeah, Chapter 3 just released, and I've been having a blast with the game so far this season. I think they did a great job on it, and it's been all but confirmed that Tilted Towers is coming back, so they're going to even see more people come back, and I'm excited to see that. I know it's kind of viewed as a game that's like more for children, but honestly, I just like to have fun with it. At this point, it's a lot of just nostalgia for me, just based on how much I played it.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like I think Fortnite, it's a good game, but I just think it's a bad rep because I think maybe because of like some of the people that play it, or
it does.
because it became so popular, some people like just take any reason to hate it.
Yeah, some people just hate things because they're popular. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I understand why people may not like the game. There's an element of RNG which people may not like. Also, just having to play online with a bunch of people who just consistently sweat is just not fun.
Yeah.
So like to that extent, I understand why people don't like it. But then there's just a lot of people who hate on it because of like the community, where it's viewed as just like a lot of little kids just screaming and cursing at people, which also I get. But like I just play the game to have fun.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a different outlook on it.
All right.
Makes sense.
All right. So next question. So this is a very deep question. A lot of us are like wondered about it. What is it like being a ginger, and why does it suck?
You guys are funny, you know that, right? You guys are hilarious.
Everyone wonders it because everyone knows it. Everyone knows it's true, but nobody really knows the reason.
Honestly, like I used to get offended by it, and I used to really be upset by it, and now like. And don't use this as like a springboard to make ginger jokes, because I know you guys will. But now I honestly don't care as much. I'll be like, oh, you're funny,
All right.
Real original.
Yeah, but
original.
Follow-up question: did you ever find the gold at the end of the rainbow, or no? No. No. All right.
Yeah, I did. I did actually. You want some?
I'll take them.
You want some?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right, honest question though. Honestly, are you Irish?
No, I'm actually not.
No. All right.
100% Eastern European.
Is your dad a ginger too, though, or is it?
There's a lot of redheads in my family. Both sides of my family. So, it's like the entire family.
All right. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, wait. Speaking of ginger, I'm gonna move away from ginger a little bit. But ginger's a little orange, so we're gonna talk about the Knicks. Orange and blue. Zach's, I assume it's still your favorite basketball team.
Yeah.
So, first thing to bring up about your favorite team. I think it was like last year. It was probably like a couple of days ago only. I don't think it was a whole week. But RJ Barrett, buzzer beater. You have his jersey on your wall. What do you think about it?
Signed jersey, by the way.
Signed
jersey.
Wow.
Yeah, it's signed. It's hard to see from there, but it's got the signing right on the middle of the number. You can sort of see it.
Can't see
He
it.
doesn't know.
I
You cannot see that.
It's like you can sort of see it right there.
And there's like a little black smudge.
Yeah, that's where it
all
is.
I can see.
It's kind of hard to see from there, especially when my massive head is blocking it. But no, honestly, I saw that shot go down, and I screamed. And funny thing was I thought I was like, okay, there's no way we win this game. We're down 25. As usual, the team's terrible.
As usual.
Team is terrible. As usual, nothing new. Against the Celtics, of course the Celtics are going to do something. Jason Tatum ties it up. No way they hit the shot. And then RJ Barrett hits the shot, and I just screamed. And I didn't know my mom was sleeping, so she came in from across the house and started. And she was like, "You woke me up." I'm like, "Oops."
Oops.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy
sorry.
shot.
It was a crazy shot.
It was a crazy shot. It was like
Yeah,
a little
I
like
see
lob.
two
You defenders on it up.
No, yeah, you
It's so great.
can't defend that any better. And I felt bad that I woke my mom up, but at the same time, game-winning
Usually,
shot.
it's like,
You did it for a good
As-
reason.
I did it for you know
as
what?
soon as it happened, you go.
No, you go.
Okay, as soon as it happened, Arn was just like in our chat, like, guys, go to the Knicks highlights. Go to the Knicks highlights.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
do not
texted
care what
me.
you're doing right now. Just go. And then I saw it. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I never
Arn
watched the game,
caps.
so
He all caps texted me, or no, he didn't. He said Zach in 3 separate texts. Please tell me you just saw that.
It was great. It was a great moment.
As great as that shot was, to be honest, I mean, I think that game just totally encapsulates what the Knicks season has been. Now just a disappointment.
lucky.
Well,
We're
I mean,
actually
and
gonna
a
ask about that later on. Like,
And-
you kind of your take and your opinion on the Knicks season as a whole so far. If you're,
I think it's been absolutely horrendous. I don't think there's any other way to put it. Like if you just give me like 2 seconds to pull up like the game yesterday, Knicks lost by 24. They lost 99 to
That's it?
75.
We scored 75 in an
They scored
NBA
75
game.
points. 75 points in an
Holy.
NBA game. Here's the thing. Emmanuel quickly, he had a great game. 7 for 11 from the field, 18 points. Great game. RJ Barrett took 21 shots. He made 7 of them. Julius Randle, 6 for 19. Alec Burks, 2 for 11. And guess what happens? You got young guys on this team. Obi Toppin, Miles McBride, Jericho Sims, Kevin Knox, and you've got guys out with COVID, right? So when you have all this and you're down 24, maybe you should put the young guys in, Obi Toppin played 9 minutes last night. He's been your most promising young guy besides RJ Barrett so far, really. And Quentin Grimes, if you want to make that case. He played 9 minutes in a blowout loss.
Yeah.
If Tom Thibodeau is listening by any chance, there's no way he is, but if he's listening, you are wrecking that man. You are wrecking that man's confidence.
yeah.
He was drafted number 8 overall, and you're going to play him 9 minutes in a blowout loss. Meanwhile, you're going to let Julius Randle play 37 and a half minutes to score 13 points on 31% efficiency. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What are you doing? It's ruining the confidence of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Okay,
in
so
Kemba Walker.
as a non-basketball avid basketball watcher, I just want to confirm some terms. All right. So efficiency is basically like how many shots you made versus how many you took, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And there's like 48 minutes in the game, right? Or is it
Yes.
50? I think it's 48.
48.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just clarifying some things.
Yep.
Yeah. But also something with the Knicks this year is throughout most of the season, or at least up till now, we've had 3 players out in every single game, and it's across the whole season though. I mean, it's across the whole league. Every team is due to health and safety protocols, but even just injuries in general. There is points where teams are missing 8 of their players. And,
Dude, the Bulls were down at one point, dude. Yeah.
The Hawks, for example. I hate the Hawks, right? But you kind of and here's the thing. Before I say this, I don't, with COVID, I don't, at this point in the season, I don't think it's an excuse to lose anymore because every team has it and every team has suffered through it. So, at least in basketball and football too, but football's a little different, I think. COVID's not an excuse to lose. If you,
Yeah, that's fair.
but at the same time, when you couple all the COVID that there is with the injuries the Knicks have had, right? Like Derrick Rose out with ankle surgery, he's out for at least 8 weeks. Nerlens Noel, he had COVID. He doesn't have COVID anymore.
all of our players out.
Conditioning.
All of our players out right
Like a
now.
week.
I don't think they have COVID. Kemba,
No.
Fournier, Nerlens Noel,
Derrick
Derrick
Rose.
Rose, all gone without
Good D-Rose, man.
anything related to COVID, just injuries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I've got it up right here. I mean, Fournier didn't play last night. He had a contusion in his thigh or something.
whatever that means.
Okay, whatever. He just put up 42 and basically won us the game against the Celtics. Okay, whatever. He's fine. Nerlens Noel, he had COVID, but he's been reconditioning for like, what, a week and a half now?
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, like the Knicks have legitimate injuries, but they're not capitalizing on the opportunities that this is giving to their young players. Without Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker, they're playing Obi Toppin less. Like, what's the rationale behind that? Like Miles McBride less.
Yeah, we have good rookies. They're just not getting the
right. And then you're giving Taj Gibson like 1 million minutes a game. And yeah, Taj has been good this year.
He's 42.
What? He's like 36 years old.
Oh, close.
Yeah. Okay, well, 2 quick things. One's more of a comment. One's more of like a little side question. So, first little comment. Kind of sad that the Knicks haven't been good in like literally 2 decades, but that's besides the point. We've talked enough about that. So I'm actually curious. What are your thoughts about the Nets? Because other New York team, either you like both or you only like the Knicks. I feel like there's no in between. So.
I absolutely hate the Nets.
Yeah.
Good man.
I cannot stand the Nets. I hate how they think they run New York. You weren't in New York. You were in New Jersey for the longest time. You were originally from Long Island, and then you moved out. So you're not New York's team. You don't play in Madison Square Garden. You're not New York's team. But the media will be like, oh, yeah, the Nets, they're so good, and the Knicks are so bad. Oh, my God. Everybody.
Are they wrong, though?
No, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. But you ask 100 people. You ask 100 people in New York whether they're a Knicks or a Nets fan. 98 out of 100 will tell you that they're Knicks fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your other question?
Kind of going off. Oh wait, you had another question? No, I didn't have another question. That was it.
All right.
So, I was gonna say, going from the opposite of dislike, we were gonna ask maybe who's your favorite NBA player of all time? Your favorite one?
Time.
Yeah.
I feel like we can all answer this one. So.
I mean, there's a few players I love. I think it's different for each generation, but I think partially out of my Knicks bias, my favorite player of all time, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, yours. Yeah, I was gonna say you go first.
I was gonna ask Ashok because I know Ashok has his already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. Paul Pierce.
Oh my God.
Truth.
This is the most trolled answer.
I'm still thinking.
I think it's because there's like a couple reasons. One, his initials are like it's like alliteration. It's alliteration, yeah. There's like 3 reasons. His alliteration is name. 2, he just dominates the court whenever he's on it. Just like a free win. Yeah. So he's literal god on the court. God of basketball.
Yeah.
Sure.
3, he got like stabbed like 9 times and he survived. So
that was crazy. And
yeah, that was crazy.
Out like 2 weeks later and had a ridiculous game.
Yeah, I know. That's why they call him the god of basketball. That's why he's my favorite. I'm a bandwagon.
No one calls him.
I call him that, so everybody does.
All right. What about you, Andy?
Mine. So my favorite player is Allen Iverson. Jason, is that what you're gonna say? Yeah, but I gotta come up with a different one now. Yeah. All right. Well, so he's my favorite player. Just because of how much of like an underdog he is. He's a small guy. He's like 6 foot, but the amount of just pure skill and talent that he has, and the way that he uses that to dominate other people that are like feet taller than him on the court is just like insane. And I mean, he's called the best pound for pound player for a reason. He's smallest. He's light, obviously, with that size. So, but just his finesse and the way he moves and his handles too. It's like so much.
We've all seen the highlight. We've all seen the
everyone knows.
Everyone's seen that one highlight.
Everyone knows the play.
Yeah.
Stepped over Tyrone.
And he like crossed over Jordan as like a rookie. Anyway, yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Jason, did you get
overall? Also, I think I might just say Michael Jordan as a cop-out answer because like he's just the greatest of all time. So it's like he's pretty cool, I mean, he's just like the fact that he just has such a mastery of the game itself in terms of like. He can dunk. The hand switch layup, that's like insane. He can stay in the air for like 10 seconds. Not really, but like, he He can shoot threes if he wanted to. He's like insane at the mid range, turnaround jumpers, and just like literally like beautiful basketball. That's probably why I'd say Michael Jordan.
So my favorite player is it's Derrick Rose. So one thing is
good answer. Good answer.
One thing is
he's on the Knicks.
No,
that's the first.
No, first thing is that I don't want my favorite player to be someone who like I've never actually like watched play. Like MJ was good, and like so was so many other people, but like I've never.
He was good.
He was great.
He was great.
He was really good, but I never watched him, and like just looking at like highlights from 2 decades ago and like numbers doesn't really like. It's not. I know who he is, the greatest of all time, but it's not going to make him my favorite player. And then out of present players, Derrick Rose, I just find I like his story. Like he was at the top, and then he was at the bottom so quick.
He's got one of the greatest stories.
And then after he was at the bottom, somehow he still manages to come back up and get his career high after his injury, after being out like for 2 seasons straight. And then now he's actually made his way back into the NBA and playing with everyone else. His season is coming to an end though, because like he's getting old, going out for 8 weeks.
I mean, he's not that. If he's 32, still got a few years.
Yeah, a couple.
It still reminds me of like
I have a question.
33.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, if D Rose wasn't on the Knicks, would he be your favorite player?
Like I can't say for sure, but probably.
Okay.
I mean, even if he wasn't on the Knicks before, he was on the Knicks this year.
Twice.
He was on this is his second stint with the Knicks. He played for the Knicks in 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was pretty good. He wasn't MVP Rose, but he was good.
Yeah. All right. Let's try to transition away from basketball for just a. Jason wrote this down. So Jason.
I'm gonna let's talk about Phenom Media, Zach.
All right.
I'm not sure what this is.
Not your first rodeo in terms of like sports talk and analysis. So just give a breakdown of your experience and what Phenom Media is and what it's like.
So Phenom Media is a sports media organization. We've started where we were just a website writing articles.
Who is we?
Phenom Media.
No, who else is in it?
There's a lot of people. I mean, Phenom Media. There's a lot of people from high school that I go to, that we all go to. And that's where most people originally knew about it. But there's people from across the country, people in Australia.
Just Australia?
I don't know if there are any other people like that in Europe or anything. But no, I've met a bunch of people from all over the country and in Australia through it. And as a team, we work on articles now. We kind of are getting back into the swing of things now. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram was originally where we had started making posts to try and blow it up.
Marketing.
Yeah, and so that's where a lot of the people that I met found out about it. People who don't live in New York, and for a while I've been doing a lot of the YouTube stuff. We're not as an editor, but as the person who reviewed the video and then go and upload it after it's all edited, making sure that edits are correct, transitions are good.
Was it founded in Syosset?
Yeah, it was founded by a Syosset student.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but if your YouTube channel goes well, you will only be the second greatest YouTube channel on the website. So, sorry, man. Anyway, if you want to check out Phenom Media, we'll leave all the links in the description. But
appreciate it.
With the time winding down, we'll ask some quick fire questions. So you can just say like a couple words. You don't have to give a whole explanation. First question: who is going to win the NBA championship this year? We said we're going to go away from basketball, but here we are going back to it.
NBA championship. I don't know yet, but if I had to pick a front runner, I'd have to say the Warriors. They get Klay Thompson back as of when we're recording, like right now. Like literally, the game's starting in a few minutes.
Ago, yeah.
Yeah. No, the game I don't think it's started yet. Yeah. But yeah, as of now, I'd have to say the Warriors. I mean, one of the best teams in the league already. And then they get Klay Thompson back.
Would you say Warriors is your second favorite team?
Portland.
Wow, that's
Portland's my second favorite team.
Yeah.
I don't have a particular reason. I just always like them for some reason.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So this one you got to think about it right away. All right. No hesitation.
All right,
All right. Right now, name a woman. Right now, go. Come on,
Five,
name a woman.
four,
5, 3, 2.
0.
All right.
My mom,
Oh,
Good.
A
Okay.
famous woman. 3, 2.
1.
Jennifer
One.
Lawrence.
Okay, he got it. He got it. He
Yeah.
got it.
All right. He passed the test. All right. Okay. Next up, we got our famous would you rather question. All right. So I'm gonna say it first.
Oh my.
Would you rather have no money and no friends, or unlimited money and unlimited friends?
Unlimited money and unlimited friends. Why would I want? Why would I want no money and no friends?
That's what Arden said.
It's a psychological question. It's a philosophical
You gotta
one.
think about it. You
I'm gonna
gotta think
take
about
deep
it.
thought.
Yeah.
You know, why would anyone want no money and no friends?
Philosophers have debated for centuries on this question, so you're making
Have they
history.
now?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is
Centuries, eons, some might say. The
Eons.
dinosaurs were discussing this.
back in the day. You never know. All right. Next up, we got kind of deep, but like it's also quick fire. What is your favorite age of your life? Like, what year was your favorite?
This year, I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't. I would say more of. Right now I'm 17. I think that being 17 now, having the ability to drive has opened up so much more freedom. Go hang out with friends, stay out later at night, have a ton of fun. But I feel like a more complete answer would be 2021 as a whole, instead of just being 17. I don't know. I just thought that 2021, it was just a great year for me. I had a lot of fun, grew as a person, made a lot of great friends, a lot of great connections, and I don't know. I'm just kind of forever grateful.
Yeah, built the network a little. All right. So the last part of we do this with all of our guests. We want to give you the opportunity to close it all up. So just say the final words. Do the outro.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me. I had a blast.
Problem.
To everyone watching,
pleasure.
thank you for watching the DMT show, and we'll see you all next time.
All right.
See you next week. Thank you. See you next week.